As an inversion continues to deepen over the Gem State, we are going to start seeing some travel trouble over the next couple of mornings, enough so that we have issued first alert weather conditions for dangerously dense fog expected to settle in tonight and again tomorrow night across portions of the Treasure Valley. Thick fog could create visibility lower than a quarter mile, at times dipping down to zero potentially in some spots, and that could slow the morning commute, but it could settle in as early as maybe 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. So if you do travel late tonight, you will likely encounter some of that fog, especially west of Boise. So low and slow. You'll hear me say that a lot when we have dense fog in play. Keep the low beams on, not the high beams, as tempting as it is to flip them on. That light just reflects back right into your eyes. Slow those speeds, which means you'll need to allow some extra travel time. Tune in to Wake Up Idaho tomorrow morning on air at 5 a.m. right here on KTVB to keep an eye on those current conditions and see just how dense that fog is. Looking ahead to the next several hours, we start looking overnight into tomorrow morning. You can see west of Boise, lower Treasure Valley, where there is a dense fog advisory in place overnight through noon tomorrow. We'll see those visibilities really be impacted, lower than a mile in Nampa at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. As the sunshine emerges and helps burn off that fog, things should improve a bit as far as visibility goes. But Wednesday night into Thursday, right back at it as temperatures cool and we have this cold air pooling west of Boise in the lower valley. That moisture just gets trapped underneath this big ridge of high pressure that's in place over the Pacific Northwest, and that creates that fog. But look at Boise even Thursday morning, down near a quarter mile visibility. So it will be pea soup out there. It feels claustrophobic, as I like to call it sometimes. So just plan on slow going where that fog develops. Just be extra cautious in the coming days. Here's evidence of that inversion. Our top-down view from Schaefer Butte. You can see that inversion layer getting much thicker as the day progresses. This is our sunset happening from Bogus Basin just a little bit ago. Looking beautiful out there, but still expect these conditions to persist at least through the weekend into the Martin Luther King Jr. Day holiday next Monday. That's how long we have an air stagnation advisory in place. And until then, outside of the fog, which in some spots, as you know, if you've lived here long enough, can persist throughout the day, especially where that cold air is pooling. Outside of that fog, very little day-to-day change. So temperatures in the Magic Valley tomorrow, mid-40s in the afternoon after waking up to the mid-20s in the morning. Still keep an extra blanket on the bed kind of night across southern Idaho. Those mornings will be cold. Mid-40s for Sun Valley and Haley tomorrow afternoon, much warmer than is typical for our mountains. Around 30 degrees for Sun Valley, or for McCall, I should say, Donnelly and Cascade, with sunshine in the mountains. We'll see a partly cloudy sky and that fog across the lower elevations. Highs will still likely hit the low 40s for the Boise area, especially where the sunshine emerges. That will allow temperatures to warm a bit. Where the fog persists, you will stay colder. And as we look ahead to the next 7 days, you can see very little change coming in. Highs in the low 40s, morning lows in the 20s every single day. We'll be right back.